This is the time. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Southern California, are you ready? Then ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for master distributor himself, Mr. Timothy Herr. All right. Here we go, you guys. We're going to fly through this fast. We've got the recognition took about 20 minutes too longer than it was supposed to, so we're going to cut probably about 20 minutes off of this to make sure that we get done on time. So I need everybody's help, you guys. This is insane information. So I really need you guys to pay attention to this. This is, when I got involved in the industry, what made the difference for me when I got started was the fact of personal growth and development. You guys got a CD today that can change your life. But the key is what are you going to do with it? You know, just because you have, right now the resources in your hands to change your life, you've got to decide right now that, guess what, you're going to take advantage of those resources right now and pay attention to that CD and get committed to it. I mean, when I got involved in the industry, I got handed a CD just like that, and my mentor told me, he says, Tim, don't take that CD out of your car until you're making 20 grand a month. And that's exactly what I proceeded to do. And that's exactly what you're going to want to do, you guys, is get committed right now to take the information that is in your hands. This information today that we're going to be covering is information on how to influence people. Okay, so today, you guys, we've got to get through this information to make sure you guys capture it. Now, the key is this. Okay, we're going to obviously, make sure that today we get our tickets for the next regional event. The good news is we've got them here on site. So you're actually going to be able to get them today and pick them up. You're actually going to be able to pick up the tickets today before you even leave here. That's going to happen today. So you guys have got that opportunity in your fingertips. So let's give that a big round of applause, you guys. That's amazing. Okay, so here we go. We're going to dive into this information. The first thing that we've got to look at is the fact, and a lot of you know this right now, this was me when I got involved in the industry. So when I got involved in the industry, before I got committed, and before I got my hands on this book right here called How to Win Friends and Influence People, before I got this book, that's what I looked like. So I needed that. Do you guys see that? I wasn't winning friends and influencing people. Does that make sense? Right? I was making people upset. Do you guys see that? This right here, this book changed my life. And today, you're going to get the opportunity to be able to get this information. Now, I want you to realize this. You want to pick up the book and read it, that's obvious. If you haven't read it, you want to read it. If you've already read it, you want to read it again. Why? Because guess what? You want to focus in on growing yourself, working on your communication skills and learning how to do this stuff. So let's talk a little bit about what it looks like, okay? Here's the thing that you've got to ask yourself is, what are you going for? Are you going to go for the lollipop today, or are you going to go for the bicycle tomorrow? You got to understand, you guys, that it takes a little bit of sacrifice to get good at anything. To get good at anything, you've got to be willing to give everything. Okay, and to be able to get good at anything, you've got to be willing to give everything. So you've got to realize that you've got to give it your all. You've got to do your absolute very best. You've got to challenge yourself to focus in on growing yourself. And say, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to grow myself. Look, I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to become the absolute very best. Now, why do you want to focus in on leadership, or why do you want to focus on influence? John C. Maxwell, who is the best there is when it comes to leadership development in the world. And for some of you guys are going to get a chance to get John C. Maxwell Leadership Certified. Anybody right now that's in this room tonight, okay, you're going to get the opportunity to be able to have that resource available to you. Okay, we're going to be doing a John C. Maxwell Leadership Certification course. Okay, now understand, most of you aren't going to qualify for it. Why? Because you're not going to do what's required. Okay, how many of you guys are already 2-star? You've already got 2-star. You've already got 2-star preferred customer club. Some of you guys have already done it. If you have, stand up real quickly. You've already gotten 8 preferred customers. Stand up real quickly. All right, give these people a round of applause. These are the people right here that have already qualified for this leadership course. So you guys are on the right track. So congratulations. For you guys that don't have your 8, get your 8 wrapped up so you can get in on this leadership certification. But guys, John C. Maxwell says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. What that means is simply this: you've got to work on your influence. You've got to decide today that you're going to learn how to do this. And today we're going to talk about how it works. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here is where this information came from. There's a couple resources. One's obviously How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This is a book that you obviously want to get. Another one that we got a lot of this information from, it's called a book that's called How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less. Do you see that? Here's the titles pretty, capture you, right? How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less. And another one is by John C. Maxwell. It's called Everyone Communicates But Few Connect. So all this resources today that we're going to train on came through these 3 books. All right? So let me talk about what the first one looks like. The first one we're going to talk about is how to win friends and influence people. And this is for you, fill in the blanks. Part 1 is fundamental techniques in handling people. Okay, the first thing is if you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. What that means is don't criticize, condemn, or complain. See, a lot of times people have the tendency to complain about their situation in life, right? To criticize people, right? And complain about how people are. Say, hey, look, I don't like this about you, I don't like that about you. That's not going to help you win friends and influence people. You want to make sure you don't criticize people. You want to make sure you don't complain about situations to people. Why? Because that's not going to draw people towards you. So you want to realize that, guess what? If you want to get some honey, if you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. Don't go out there, if you want to win friends, you guys, don't go out there and complain and criticize and condemn people. So that's number 1. Number 2 is this. The biggest secret in dealing with people, for your notes, is give honest, sincere appreciation. That's the thing, you guys. Somebody does a great job, you guys, and anything you do is you appreciate everything that they do. See, you want to be a good finder. People are out there that are doing things that are amazing, you guys, and just recognize it. Today, for lunch, somebody made a sandwich for me. I was blown away. They were actually willing to do that. See, a lot of you guys, you just take that for granted. Somebody's willing to make a sandwich at a sandwich shop. People are out there that do so much. That's amazing. There's people out there right now that are working at a job and not getting paid very much money. We have an opportunity to be able to get rich. Do you guys see that? They're out there sacrificing their life at a job to make a boss rich. And you and I have the opportunity to become wealthy. And you see these people that are out there that have these jobs that are doing things that are giving you service. Appreciate that, man. Every time somebody does anything, you guys just give them sincere, honest appreciation. Get compassionate about, guess what other people do. When people do something amazing, guys, get excited about that. Celebrate them and get excited. The lady that made me a sandwich today, somebody was there that's in the audience today. I was like, man, that's amazing. I'm so fired up about this. This is amazing that you were able to give this sandwich for me. I love your commitment. You know what I mean? I'm just getting fired up, right? So you guys get excited, man. Every time somebody does anything, get excited about it, right? Give people, when you deal with people, give them sincere, honest appreciation. Next thing is simply this. Is he who can do this has the whole world with him, okay? He who cannot walks a lonely way. That's arouse in other people an eager one. Arouse in other people an eager one. If you can get somebody excited about doing something, you guys, that's the magic. Yeah, you want to arouse that eager one. You got to get people to want to make things happen. You got to get people to want to make it happen. Now that's the key, is you want to go out there and motivate people. You got to realize that today, that guess what? You want to make a decision right now that you're going to get committed. Now some of you guys today, you're not going to be able to capture these notes. And you're going to walk out of here the same way that you walked in here. But you guys understand something, February 15th of 1996, I came to an event just like this. And on that day, I committed myself. On that day, I committed myself to get to the next regional event. And I came to that next regional event, you guys, because of a decision that I made right there. Some of you right now, guess what? You're going to make a commitment today, and you're going to get your tickets to the next regional event. And what's going to happen is you're going to set yourself up for massive success because of that. Why? Because you made a commitment. Let me ask you this question. If you were going to pick up this Ruby trophy at the next event, if this was going to be yours, would you be here for it? How many of you guys would be here to pick up that trophy? Think about it. What do you think comes first? The commitment or the recognition? You guys said it, not me. Everybody agrees, nobody disagrees. Everybody in this room right now agrees, nobody disagrees. The commitment comes before the result, yes or yes? But see, some of you today aren't willing to make that commitment. There'll be about 5 people in here that won't pick up the regional tickets for the next event. There'll be 5 people in here that won't do it. And those 5 people, guess what? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, are going to have to explain instead of celebrate. Which one are you going to be? You're going to be the guy that's going to be celebrating, or you're going to be the guy that's explaining why it didn't work? So you got to make those commitments. You understand? You got to get excited about, guess what? Creating that eager desire in other people. How can you get people fired up to be able to do something if you're not willing to do it yourself? Question. Think. You've got to make that commitment. Some people say all the time, it's like, man, Tim, you know what? It's hard. No, being broke is hard. Being broke is hard. Explaining why you aren't wealthy is hard. That's the hard part. You got to get excited, man. You got to get fired up. And that's what you want to learn how to do, is to be able to create that eager want and eager desire in other people, okay? So arouse in other people an eager want. That's the magic. That's the magic. And how do you do that is, guess what? You got to get fired up to do it yourself. All right, next thing is simply this. Okay, next thing is simply this. Part 2. This is powerful. 6 ways to make people like you. This is powerful. Okay, do this and you'll be welcome anywhere. Become genuinely interested in other people. I'm sorry. Become genuinely interested in other people. When you sit, guys, everybody in this room is amazing. Just think about that. Everybody in this room is amazing. There's been over 5 billion people to walk this planet, but there's only one you. There's been 5 billion people to walk this planet, but there's only one person. That person sitting next to you, that's the only person like them. Everybody in this room is different. That's what's magical. That's what's exciting. Everybody's got different experiences. So guess what? Get excited to find out what those experiences are in people. Get excited to find out about other people. That's the deal, man. You guys want to learn how to make people like you, is go out there and get genuinely interested in meeting other people. That's the deal. Get out there and get excited, man. Whenever you get around people, you come to an event like this, spend 75% of your time talking to people that you don't know yet. Most of you talk to the same people all the time because you're comfortable with them. Get out of your comfort zone. If you're not getting out of your comfort zone, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. So think, guys, get out of your comfort zone and start going out there and meeting people. That's the deal, not with some ulterior motive. See, a lot of you are like, well, I'll go out there and recruit people. Just go out there and meet people, man. Get excited to meet people. Talk to them. How many people can you meet today? How many people's life story can you meet today? Just go out there and start meeting people right now. Meet new people. Step up. Think, man, there's people in this room you don't know yet. Get to meet everybody, okay? So you want to do this all the time, is get genuinely interested in other people. Some of you right now, you hang around people and you don't know them. You know, you might go to school with them and you might know their face, but that's it. Or you might go to a job and you might know them, but you don't know them, that's it. Get excited to meet people. Get fired up to meet them. And guess what will happen? You'll start making a ton of friends. And guess what will happen? You'll have too many people getting started in your business. Seriously, some of you guys right now, if you only knew how easy it is for you to become wealthy, you guys would freak out. You would freak out. And then some of you are like, well, you know, you made $7,000 last month. Tim, it's easy for you. What do you think came first? There was days, you guys, when I was broke. Right, I couldn't even afford to go down the street. But guess what I was doing? I was excited to, guess what? Go meet people. To talk to people, to make friends. Guys, just make friends with people. How do you make friends with them? Guys, you just get genuinely interested in finding out about them. And we're going to talk about how to do that today, okay? So here's what you want to do. The best way to do it is a simple smile. If you leave with a smile, man, oh my God, that's the best way to make a good first impression. The simple way to make a good first impression, smile. If you do that, guess what happens? People open up. Do you guys see that? All you got to do is what? Smile. So when you see people for the first time and you're talking to them, smile at them. That's something you can do without even talking to them. You can see somebody just smile at them and all of a sudden they're going to light up. Because now, I'm telling you guys, we see people all the time. Everybody in this room does. Yes or yes? The one common denominator is the simple fact that, guess what? We all see people all the what? Time. All the time we're around people. And if you can learn how to, guess what? Smile at everybody that you see, guess what's going to happen to you? People are going to be excited to find out who you are. So get excited about smiling at people. Next thing is simply this. Okay, if you don't do this, you're headed for troubles. Okay, always remember this, okay? Remember a person's name, okay? It's the most sweetest and most important sound in any language. Don't butcher people's names when you meet somebody for the first time. That's why I don't do recognition anymore. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I never did it. No, I'm just kidding. You guys understand that, man. Get good at remembering their name. And what you do is you say it to them a lot. You're talking to somebody, guess what you say all the time? Their name. Say their name ridiculously. Over the top. Brand it, man. They'll freak out. Every time you hear your name, you're just, ah. I'm telling you right now, that's the deal. Learn how to just go out there and when you talk to somebody, that's how you remember their name. If I'm talking to somebody, I say I'm talking to Ryan, I say, Ryan, where are you from, Ryan? Ryan, and I'm branding his name every time. He's just getting fired up. So get good at saying people's names. Everybody repeat after me, say people's names. Guys, anybody can do that. That's easy to do, okay? It's a no-brainer right there. Okay, next thing is simply this. An easy way to begin a good conversation, okay, is become a good listener, okay? Encourage other people to talk about themselves. Asking questions and listening. How many ears do you have? How many mouths do you have? Listen. Ask a question and listen. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Find out about people. Listen to what they have to say and just sit there and let them talk. Okay, it's very easy. But you've got to get good at asking what? Questions. That's the magic, okay? An easy way, you guys, is to become a good conversationalist. That's how you become an amazing conversationalist. Just asking questions and listening to people. And given that spoken feedback and physical feedback we talked about earlier, we're going to talk about again later. This is the perfect one. How to interest people. Talk in terms of other people's interests. And if you can see that picture or not, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a rickety old van. Can you turn the lights off? Do we have the ability to do that? It's a rickety old van. And what does it say on it? Free candy. Do you guys see that? Hey, you can turn the lights back on now. That's why we teach people, guess what? Don't take, when we teach our kids, don't take candy from strangers, yes or yes. Why? Because guess what? That's talking on their interests. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to realize the same thing. If you want to attract people, talk about what they like. Talk in their terms of their interests. Somebody doesn't like something, don't talk about it. Talk about what they like. What are they interested in? What's their interest? When you find out someone's interest, guess what you do? Talk about it. Today I was walking back from lunch right here, and I saw a guy with a camera. So I said, man, that's an awesome camera. The guy got so fired up. I'm like, that's a sick camera. I go, what kind of camera is that? He's like, I'm like, wow, really? How good is it? Tell me about the features. What do you like about it? The guy got jacked out of his mind. You guys got to say something. Look, and you see somebody that has something that you can tell that they value, that they have a high level of esteem for, guess what you do? Compliment it. Do you guys see that? If you see somebody that has something that they really cherish, that they take good care of, they obviously like it, yes or yes? Think, guys, don't they like it? Or if they're taking care of something, do they like it? Think about it for a second. Obviously. So guess what you do? You compliment it. And then talk about it. And then guess what? They get fired up. Talk about what other people, if somebody's sitting there and they've got something that you like, talk about it. Man, that's awesome. Tell me about that. And they'll talk about it. They get excited. That's how you obviously, guess what? Make friends, okay? It's easy. Okay, here it is. How many people, okay, how to make people like you instantly, okay? Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Make the other person feel like a celebrity.
Love you, Tim.
You know who I love? I love a guy by the name of Eric Montoya. I'm just telling you right now. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So here's all I'm doing, you guys, is this. You guys got to realize, you guys, make people feel important. That's the deal, man. Because guess what? If everybody today wasn't here, then everybody here wouldn't be here. Think about that. That's powerful. If everybody that's here right now wasn't here right now, then everybody that's here right now wouldn't be here. Is that true or not true? Do you guys see that? That's deep. Some of you guys still don't recognize it. You're like, what did you say? This is it right here, man. Just, guys, all you got to do is get excited about other people. That's how you make people like you. Get excited about them and get excited to meet who they are. Find out who they are. Get excited to make them feel important. Get excited to make other people feel special. That's the deal, man. How special can you make other people feel? You are. That's the deal, guys. We got to go out there and make people feel special, guys. That's it, the deal. That is it, man. Make people feel important and do it sincerely, okay? Next thing I want to share with you guys is this. Part number 3 is how to win friends, okay? How to win people over to your way of thinking. Oh, my God. This right here is where it's about to get good. Get fired up right now. This is it right here, right now. This is happening. Actually, today, right now is going on. Here it is, you guys. We're going to talk about winning arguments. How many of you want to learn how to win an argument? Yeah, right. I'm going to tell you how to win every argument. Okay? The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. You guys should try to get in an argument with me. You won't. You can't get an argument with somebody that won't get an argument with you. These look like a crazy person getting mad. Do you guys see that? For about the first, probably about the first 7 years of my wife and I's marriage, he used to drive her crazy. This guy won't fight with me. I read the book, you know what I'm saying? You guys, the deal is don't get in arguments with people, man. Don't get in arguments. Why? Because you can't win one. Only thing that happens when you get in an argument is, guess what? The other person gets upset. I told that person off. Talked about it last week, man, about close. We were talking about closing at the university on Thursday. Don't get in a fight with someone. Don't argue with someone. A lot of times you do that, man, because you believe so much in what we're doing. You believe in secrets so much. You have a belief system inside. That's why today many of you are going to get your regional tickets to let the universe know how committed you are. And you get those tickets because you're committed. And people know that, man. People can see how fired up you are about the future. And guess what happens? You're excited. You want other people to be a part of it. But guess what? Sometimes guess what you'll do is you'll get in arguments with people about what they're doing because what they're doing is stupid. Do you guys see that? If somebody's working at McDonald's and they're making fries, they got burnt oil, they got oil burns on their arm, what are you going to do? Tell them how great the job is, man. You probably love your job here. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to say, no, I don't. But if you're out there talking to people and you talk about what? Oh, man, I bet you hate your job at McDonald's. They're going to defend it. Guys, don't go out there and try to argue with people, man. Try to make people feel good. And next thing they're going to do, they're going to open up to you. Get excited, you guys, about winning people over to your way of thinking by avoiding arguments. Don't get in arguments anymore, okay? Next thing is simply this. A sure way to make enemies. This is perfect, okay? Just remember that picture right there. That says it all. A sure way of making enemies, okay? And how to avoid it. Okay, show respect for other person's opinions and never say the words, you're wrong. Never say the words, you're wrong. Some of you right now in this room have the need to be right. That need will leave you broke. The need to be right will make you broke. Because all you're going to do is make people not want to be around you. Because every time you say, I'm right and you're wrong, you just try to smash the other person down and you have some insecure problem. See, if I'm insecure, okay, I want to push everybody else down because I'm insecure. That's when you get around people that are like, I'm right and you're wrong, all they're doing is saying, hey, look, you know what, I'm insecure and I'm a weak person. So guess what I always say? You're right, I'm wrong. You want to be right or rich? Rich. Did you guys see that? Right? Being rich is right? Just get rich. How do you get rich? Let them be right. Seriously, some of you guys, your friends will be like, oh my, you'll have a buddy of yours that are like, oh my God, I can't believe you're in that thing, blah, 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 and all negative. What do? Some of you guys defend it. Not me. I will be like, man, you're right. I'm in that thing. They shut up. Do you guys see what I'm saying? That's automatically, they're done. They're trying to fight with you and pick an argument. You don't let them have it. Do you guys see that? Just give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves. I'm just saying. Okay, if you're wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. If you're wrong, get excited about it. Do you see it? Because right or wrong doesn't, you guys understand that? When you're right or wrong about something stupid, just get rich. Do you see that? It's kind of a no-brainer. Do you want to have a lot of money and a lot of friends, or you want to have no friends and be broke? A lot of money or no money? Do you want to have no friends or a lot of friends? You want to have a lot of friends and a lot of money? Then I'm telling you how to do it right now. You guys see that? It's called rising above, okay? A drop of honey will begin, okay, a drop of honey. Always whenever you're talking to somebody, always begin in a friendly way. Mainly if you're having a tough conversation with them. You ever need to tell somebody something that's kind of hard to talk about? Always begin in a friendly way no matter what the conversation is. Talk about how much you appreciate different things. Always start with in a friendly way. Number 5, the secret of Socrates. How many of you guys want to become wealthy? If you do, say aye. Aye. Do you guys see that? How many of you guys want to make a lot of money? You guys want to make a lot of money, yes or no? Yes. Do you guys want to become wealthy, yes or no? Yes. Do you want to be able to change your life, yes or no? Yes. How many of you guys want to become successful? Say yes. Yes. Guys, do you see what I'm saying? Yes. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? Yes. You guys with me, right? Yes. Does that make sense? Yes. You guys see what I'm saying? Yes. You guys follow me? Yes. You guys with me on that? Yes. Does that make sense? Yes. Do you guys see that? Are you guys with me? You guys see what I'm saying? So it's right there. That's the deal. I mean, that's it. You can't even hang around me. You can't even hang around me without picking up this one. Would you guys agree with that? You guys see that, right? Okay. That's all Socrates did, you guys, is he got people saying yes like maniacs, okay? The safety valve in handling a complaint. Beautiful. The safety valve in handling a complaint. Let other person do a great deal of the talking. This is awesome. How many of you guys ever ran into a complainer? And a lot of times you want to defend, right? Just smile and say, oh, really? Tell me more. I'm telling you guys right now, it is awesome. Wow. Oh my God, no. Really? They're waiting for something. Like, okay. Then what? Oh, that happened? Wow, man. Do you guys see that? That's all the deal is, man. Somebody complains, just guess what? Smile and talk. Oh, wow, that's great. Tell me more. Get them to tell you more about it. Why? Because if you sit there and you try to, they'll stop doing it. Why do people complain? Because misery loves company. You guys already know that. That's why people complain. It's because misery loves company. So if you sit there and you start complaining with them, then guess what? You're part of the problem, not part of the solution. So guess what you do? Just, oh my God, then what? Mainly guys are the biggest. This is the reason why women and men fight 90% of the time. Because men always try to fix everything. Women will be complaining about something and the man will put on his fixing helmet. Well, you know what? So stop doing that. Do you guys see that? But instead you just, oh wow, really? I'm telling you guys right now, I'm just letting you guys know. I'm telling you, man, right now, this is it. You guys get excited right now because I just gave you one right now. It's hard at the beginning because you want to fix it. You want to naturally fix it. But don't. Just, oh my God, really? Wow. Seriously. You guys see it? Because you don't want to hear people complain, so you try to fix it. Don't. Just talk about, wow, really? Man, that's awesome. Tell me more. And then they'll stop complaining. Okay? Here it is, guys. How to get cooperation. How do you get cooperation? Let the other person feel that the idea is his or hers. Let me do this one real quickly. I'm going to do this one real quick. I'm going to train this one for you guys right now. I think you guys will like this one. Okay? You guys are going to get fired up right now. How many of you, just let me know you guys can. The key is with this one right here, you guys, cooperation. How do you get cooperation with other people? You've got to make sure that whenever you talk to somebody, let them feel like they came up with the answer themselves. Let me give you an example. Let's talk about going to a regional training. Let's talk about buying tickets to the next regional training for a second, okay? You guys follow me on this. Everybody that becomes successful buys tickets everybody that becomes successful goes to all the regional trainings. Everybody knows that. So if you want to be successful, you've got to do what? Go to the regional trainings. Would you guys agree with that? Okay, every time you buy tickets, you set yourself up for massive success. Are you guys with me? So let me ask you this question. Thank you guys. Let me ask you this question. Do you think it's a good idea for us to buy tickets today for the regional training? Yes. If everybody that gets it wants to become successful, we have to ask ourselves, do we want to become successful? Yes. Seriously, do we want to become successful? Yes. And if everybody that gets tickets to the regional training are the ones that become successful, you think we should do that? Think about it, you guys. Do you think we should get tickets, or do you think we should pass by on getting tickets and just become failures? I mean, it's up to us. I mean, it's really a decision we need to make. So let me give you an example. Anybody know anything about cards? How many of you guys know anything about cards? Playing cards. All right, good. I've never done this in San Diego. Anybody at the San Diego market? Eric, you know about cards? How many have I ever done this in San Diego? I know, because I know you have never missed a university, so if I have, you already heard this one. Who's brand new in San Diego? Newer in the last maybe 4 weeks, 3 weeks. Right here. All right, I'm gonna do this one. What's your name? Brandon, stand up for a second, real quick. I'm gonna do this with you, Brandon. How many cards are there in a deck? So there's 52 cards in this deck, right? If this is a normal deck, right? What are the two colors? So red and black are the two colors. Would you guys agree with that? Tell me if he's wrong at any point. So black and red. Now out of black and red, just pick one of the two. Okay, now out of red, there's two suits. Does anybody know what the two suits are? You know what the two suits are. What are the two suits? The two suits, hearts and diamonds, are the two suits of reds, right? So pick hearts or diamonds. Hearts. Now out of hearts, there's either high cards or low cards. Just say high or low. Low. Now out of the low cards, there's 3 low cards. Ace, 2, and 3. Pick one of them. Ace. Now what are the 2 cards left? 2 and 3. Now out of those cards, pick one. 2 of hearts. Here it is, you guys. I don't even know what's going to happen. I'm going to find out what this card is. You guys ready for this? It was already there. This card right here. You are a beast. You are a beast. Didn't you guys, even you guys all think he said it, didn't you? Did you guys think he said that? Who came up with that? But I came up with it. I already put it there. Do you guys see that? It's a matter of asking questions to get him there. Somebody has to. How'd I do that, you guys? I ask what? Yeah, guys, I'll teach you guys how to do that. It's very easy, okay? Everybody can learn how to do that. Just ask questions, okay? Formula for their work wonders for you. Try to, okay, honestly see the other person's point of view. Did you guys catch that one? Try to see their point of view. When you're talking to someone, guess what you want to do? See it the way they see it. Get excited about, guess what? Get excited about finding out the way they see things. When you're talking to someone, see their viewpoints. A lot of times, a lot of you that are presenters will try to sit down with someone and get them started in the business. But first, you got to see the way that they see it. Where are they at right now in their life? What's going on for them? Try to put yourself in their shoes. When you talk to people, get good at this. This is how you influence people, guys. It's not hard to do. Very easy to do. Next thing is this. What everybody wants is sympathy, is to be sympathetic with other people's desires and ideas. So when somebody comes up with an idea or desire, guess what you want to do? Get excited about it. Don't ever smash someone's desires. Don't ever smash someone's dreams. I'm telling you guys, because there's enough of those people out there, yes or yes? Right? I want to become wealthy. You're never going to become wealthy. You're not smart enough. You're not this. You're not that. I got it all day long. You guys know what I looked like when I got involved in the deal. In '96, you guys, I was a complete idiot. Everybody told me I couldn't do it. I wasn't smart enough. Guys like me don't become successful. I wasn't, everything. I heard it all. But it didn't make a difference. You know why? Because I don't care. It doesn't make a difference. You understand? I'm going to the top anyways. But see, most people will be affected by it. Why? Because they're sensitive. Okay, so what you want to realize is this. You don't want to be that person. Somebody's like, man, I want to work at McDonald's for the rest of my life. You got to get excited about that. Don't be like, dude, you're better than that. No, that's awesome, man. That's great, man. You're going to dominate the world of McDonald's. You're going to be like the best fry cook ever. You're going to make SpongeBob SquarePants look like a meatball. You know what I mean? All you got to do is get excited about other people's dreams. And then guess what's going to happen? They're going to be interested in what you're doing. I'm telling you right now how to get people involved in our business. I'm telling you right now how to become wealthy. I'm telling you right now how to get good at anything. It doesn't make a difference. Because this stuff works everywhere, guys. This is how to win friends and influence people. Get excited about other people's ideas and desires. Next thing is this, number 10. An appeal that everybody likes. An appeal that everybody likes is appeal to their nobler motive. Look, everybody here wants to become wealthy, yes or yes? There's nobody here that's going to be upset about becoming wealthy, yes or yes? Let me ask you this question. If everybody in this room was wealthy from this business, they'd be excited about this business. Would you guys agree? Yes. Right now, if you're making $50,000 a month with Secret, would you be fired up? Yes. If you're making $100,000 a month, would you be fired up? Yes. So everybody agrees, somebody disagrees, right? Making a lot of money is not a bad thing, yes? So here's the question I have for you guys. What would you do with it? Yeah, that's the deal. What would your life look like? Some of you right now, guess what you want to do? You want to help out your family. Some of you right now that are in this room, people like my friend Salvador over here wants to spend time with his kids. That you've got to find out what people's desires are. Because that's what's important. But people have two desires. They got a noble cause and just another cause. Do you guys understand that? Everybody in this room that wants to get a brand new car, get a plane or a jet or you know what I mean, whatever, you also want to do something noble. When you talk to people, talk about that noble cause. Don't talk about all that other stuff. I'm telling you guys right now, appeal to people's nobler motives. That's how you win people over to your way of thinking, okay? Here it is, guys. Think about this. Movies do it. Everybody realizes this. We all agree. Why don't you do it? When you have an idea, guess what you do? You dramatize it. When you guys get dramatized, look, watch. Dramatize what your ideas are. You guys follow me on that? Just get dramatic, man, about your ideas. People will be fired up about it. That's why we teach you to get excited. That's why we teach you to get enthusiastic, because this stuff is classic. You guys got to realize How to Win Friends and Influence People sold over 15 million copies. The only book in America that sold more copies than that is the Bible. I'm not telling you guys something that isn't a reality. This is an absolute fact. It's the best book, you guys, there is on the planet, end of story. And right now I'm giving you all the cheat codes to the video games. I'm giving you unlimited lives. Dramatize your ideas. Do you guys hear that? Right here. This is my favorite one right here. When nothing else works, guess what you do? Throw down a challenge. Like right now, a lot of you guys know right now, Jut Gonzalez is not a gold. Where's Jut at? Where's Jut? Jut, can you stand up for a second? Where's Jay Matsumoto at? Where are these guys at? Come on. Look at these guys right here. One's in the front. I might want to put my money on this one, but let me tell you guys something about these two guys. Neither one of these guys are golds yet. Jut's not a gold, and neither is Jay. How many of you guys know that? Neither one of these guys are golds. But guess what? Both of them will become golds before the national event. But you know what? Out of these two people, you know who's going to be the first to hit gold? No, hold on. Let me tell you. You guys want to know? Where's Zach Cheney at? Where's Zach Cheney at? Where's Zach at? Zach will be the first one to gold. Wow. Judd, I don't know where that came from. That was, hey. Well, hey, I'm throwing the challenge down. Hey, I'm just doing what Dale Carnegie teaches me, man. I'm just paying attention. Do you see that? Seriously, right now is the time. You guys don't even know what we're about to do. And I'm going to wrap this thing up here real quickly, guys, but I want you to understand something. Right now is the time. This is it. Part 4, you guys, being a leader. This is real part. This part's simple. How do you change people without giving them offense or arousing a resentment? Okay, let's talk about it. If you must find fault, do it in this way. Begin with praise and honest appreciation. Always honestly appreciate people. I don't know how to train that. I don't know how to say just appreciate people. But I don't even know how people don't. It's like, just get excited about other people, man. Get excited about people. And guess what? You're going to get fired up. So when you talk to people and have to find fault, you guys always start with the heart. Always start with the heart before you ask for the hand, okay? Always start with the honest appreciation, okay? Number 2 is how to criticize. Okay? And not be hated for it. Call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. Don't directly attack someone. Do you guys see that? Like, give an example. Let's say that somebody's always late, or they leave during a training, right? They're having troubles getting to trainings on time, right? What am I going to say? I'm not going to say, hey, you idiot, get to the training on time, right? Because you can kill a bunny with a rabbit. You can kill a rabbit with a cannonball, but there's no rabbit left. Would you guys agree with that? What are you going to say to them? The people that never become successful are the people that are always late. Would you agree with that? You know what I'm saying? Have you noticed that we as leaders, we got to do a better job of it. Do you see that? Let's say Jay's always sitting in the back, never sitting in the front. Is that fair? I can easily do this because this isn't Jay. I'm going to say, Jay, look, you know what? Me and you need to set the example because we're leaders. Even if Jay's brand new. We're leaders. The people that make the money sit in the front. We got to make sure that we're sitting in the front. It's setting the tone and example for your entire organization, your entire team. Do you guys see that? I just criticized him in a roundabout way. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the result. What do I want? What am I emotionally attached to? Am I trying to smash Jay and make him feel stupid? No, what am I trying to do? Get him to sit in the front. So what do I say? Jay, you and I are leaders, man. We got to set the tempo. We got to set the example. Okay? And from now on, why don't you and I make a commitment that, guess what? We're going to be the first ones to sit in the front. If I'm like, look, Jay, you know what? The people that make the money are the ones that buy the tickets. We need to be leaders and step up and buy tickets first to the regional trainings. What am I telling Jay? Why do I want him to get a ticket to the next regional training? Because I know that he's going to be in on it. Look, watch. Think. If Jay gets a ticket to the next regional event, what's going to happen? His team's going to do what he does, not what he says. Yes or yes? Yes. Now, if he wants to have 100 people here at the training, how many of you guys would agree with me having 100 people is a good idea? Yes. How many of you think having 1,000 people is a good idea? Yes. How do you get 1,000 people at the training? Here's the deal, you guys. You got to make sure, first off, you buy a ticket first. That's the deal. The only way to get 1,000 people at a training event is to buy a ticket first. Think about it. So what do we got to do? We got to be the first ones to buy a what? Guys, I'm telling you guys, it's a no-brainer. Here's the one thing we got to realize. Number 3, follow me on this, you guys. Talk about your own mistakes first. Talk about your own mistakes before criticizing others. Always make fun of yourself. If I say, Jay, man, I used to be the worst. I used to be the guy that was always sitting in the back. I was always sitting in the back, goofing off, being a complete idiot. And then I realized that I was broke, so I said, look, I'm going to start sitting in the front. Guess what he's going to want to do? Sit in the front because I attack myself. Do you guys see that? When you're talking to people, always attack yourself first, no matter what it is. If you're trying to criticize somebody or whatever the situation is, always attack yourself first. Always confess your problem, that you had that same problem, or a problem like that, or whatever. I was worse than anybody, man. But guess what? I stepped up and I got committed, and then everything changed for me. Always recognize that, okay? Next thing is simply this. No one likes to take orders. Follow me on this, guys. No one likes to take orders. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. Learn how to ask what? That's the magic. Okay? Andrew Doe. Andrew Doe, where you at? Andy Doe. Stand up for a second. How many questions did I ask on the Tuesday night VIP event? Say it one more time. I asked how many questions? I asked 400 and how many? Do you guys see that? In a 45-minute presentation, I asked 477 questions. Yeah, but we had about 60% of the people that were in the room get what? Get what? Do you guys see that? How many of you guys see that? So you got to learn how to do what? You guys follow me on that? Do you guys see what I'm saying? We're going to talk about how to do that in a second, okay? Okay, let the other person save face. This is important. Let the other person save face. We only destroy egos when we won't let the other person save face. That's why you never say you're wrong, by the way. You're not trying to make people feel bad. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Like, you've got to be such a weak human being to make other people feel bad. Like, oh man, I made that guy feel bad. Like, what is wrong with you? Is there a brain in your head? Or is it completely hollow? Right? I mean, this is silly. How to spur people on to success. Praise the slightest improvements. This is powerful for your notes. How to do it. Praise the slightest improvements. And praise every improvement. Okay, be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. You guys, all you got to do is get excited about, guess what? Other people's, anything they're doing right, okay? Give a dog a good name. Give a dog a good name. This is for your notes. Give a dog a good name. Give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. Did you guys catch that? Give that person a good reputation to live up to. Okay? The next thing is this, and I'm going to go through this fast because Joey Doan's going to be closing out with promoting events. Here it is, you guys. Make fault seem easy to correct. Okay? Help other people improve and remember to use encouragement. Did you guys catch that? Follow me on this, guys, because we're going through this fast. I need you to put your mental track shoes on right now because I'm going to take you to another planet. Talking about we're going to become, you're going to raise your mental awareness like to another level. Pay attention, guys. This is it. Make the fault seem easy to correct. When people have a challenge, guess what you do? You make it seem easy to correct. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Somebody, let's say that someone's late all the time, right? Or somebody, maybe they're the type of person that doesn't buy tickets right away. If the next regional training is coming up, say they're the type of person that doesn't buy tickets for the regional training right away. And you know that that's going to cost them a fortune. And they're never going to be successful because they don't buy tickets right away to the next regional. And you see that right away and you're like, oh my God, this guy's never going to make it in the business because he doesn't make things happen right away. He's a procrastinator. So what do? Let him know how easy it is to fix that mistake. See, if you can get your people, guys, to buy tickets for the regional event right away, guess what happens? Your team's going to explode. Why? Because everybody's making a commitment. They're saying, look, you can count on me, I'll be here. I'll be here. And then guess what? They're going to have a lot of people doing the same thing. What's easy to do? The right thing. What's easy not to do? The right thing. They're both easy to do. How many of you guys would agree with me it's easy to buy tickets for the regional training? Is it easy to do it? Is it easy not to? That's the problem. Okay? You got to make sure you do it fast. That's the secret. Okay, here's something that's very powerful for your notes. Okay? Make people feel glad, okay, to do the thing that you want. Okay? Make the other person happy to do the thing you suggest. You got to make sure you understand this. You've got to get excited about doing what? Getting other people excited to do the thing that you think that they need to do. What do you want somebody to do? Get them excited to do it. Think about it, you guys. You got to get people happy to do the thing that you want. Why? Because that's the key. So how do you get people excited to do the thing that you want? We're going to talk about how to do that in a second. God, I can't wait to talk about that. Here it is. This is very valuable information for your notes. This is the best part, you guys. This is how you can build instant rapport. This is from the book called How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less. Mentally right now, you've got to really raise your level of awareness. Right now. This is it. This is the time. Okay? This is it. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Here it is. Here it is. Okay. To make people say, I like you. Follow me on this, you guys. They must say first, I am like you. So you want to synchronize people. You guys, listen to what I just said. Learn how to synchronize people. How do you synchronize somebody? You match and mirror. Whatever they're like, guess what you want to be like? Like that. For people to say, I like you, they first got to say, I am like you. So match them, mirror them. That's the secret. I'll talk about how to do that in a second. Here's the thing you want to remember. Questions are the key. Questions are the key. Use leading questions. Use alternative choice questions. Use open door questions. Avoid closed door questions. And guess what? Diffuse loaded questions. Say what? What? You guys are like skipping it. Where's the perhaps? Let's talk about it. Here it is. Okay, these are called leading questions. You would agree, wouldn't you? You would agree with me getting rich is a good idea, wouldn't you? Let me ask you this question. Would you agree with me that if we start committing ourselves to going all out massive action, we're going to achieve a lot more results? You'd agree with that, wouldn't you? Yes or yes? All right, let me ask you this question. Yeah, you do agree with me that getting committed right now is a good idea, don't you? You guys, you do agree, don't you? Okay, you can see that, can't you? You should, shouldn't you? You could, couldn't you? You are, aren't you? It does, doesn't it? These are called what? Leading questions. You know the answer, yes or yes. Isn't it true whenever you ask somebody a leading question, you know what they're going to say? You do know what they're going to say, don't you? Think about it, you guys. Everybody in this room can agree with me, can't they? Would you guys agree, wouldn't you? We should start doing this, shouldn't we? We can do it, can't we? We are going to do it, aren't we? Good. That's called what? Leading questions, okay? Alternative choice question is what? Two good ideas. Let me ask you a question. We need to get together. Peter, I've just got involved in this business. I want to talk to you about it. We got to get together and talk about it. When can we talk about it? Okay, tonight at 6 or tonight at 6:15? Do you guys see that? That's two good options, right? Right or wrong. Okay? Here it is. Another one is this. Open door questions. Follow me on this, guys. Open door questions. What, when, where, why, how. That opens the door. Some of you guys right now are I can tell this is not getting into your brain. When you ask an open door question, guess what you do? You're opening them up. When you ask a closed door question, guess what happens? You're closing the door. So we want to start asking what? Open door questions. Let me give an example. If I ask Ryan to say, Ryan, if I say, Ryan, do you like Chinese food? That's a yes or no question. That's a closed door question. Because he's going to say yes or no, yes or no. But if I say, Ryan, what's your favorite food? Japanese food. You're the kind of guy who likes Japanese food, don't you? Do you guys follow me, guys? If I ask him, what's your favorite food, he has to answer with a question, an answer. So if I ask somebody an open door question like, what would you do with an extra $5,000 a month? Guess what's going to happen? They're going to talk. They're going to have to think a little bit. Oh my God, they're visualizing. Now I'm pinning them in the picture, okay? Guys, this is the key, okay? Jay Matsumoto. We have a question for you. Okay, these are called closed door questions. Do you, are you, have you, would you, can you, will you, or should you? Now let me ask you a question. Follow me on this, guys. If I ask you, do you, are you, have you, would you, can you, will you, or should you, without saying, shouldn't you, I know that I'm not going to get a yes from you. These are called closed door. You don't want to do these. These are not good. Okay, these are not a good idea. Okay? Now, with closed door questions, we want to put a big X. Are you guys following me on this? You guys are following me on this, aren't you? You guys are with me on this, aren't you? Okay, guys, that's important. Now, these are called loaded questions. This right here is the most valuable thing in the world for you guys. Everybody in this room that communicates with other human beings. How many of you guys communicate with other human beings? Curious? All right, good. Here we guys go. When someone asks you, what's wrong with you? That's called a what? Loaded question. When someone says, why are you always blah-blah-blah? Where have you been? Why do you never? Why do you always? Why don't you ever? Those are called what? Loaded questions. So how do you diffuse a loaded question? You repeat that question back in a low tone. Where have you always been? Or where have you been? Where have I been? It's a good question. I'm glad you asked. And let me ask you a question. Where were you? Where should I have been? Where do you want me to go now? You guys see that? You guys don't even know. These are the deals right here. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? That's a tough one. What's wrong with me? I don't know. I can't really find anything that's wrong with me, but I do know some things that are right with me. You want to talk about those? You guys see that one? You guys see that one? Why do you never? Why do I never? What, you know what I'm saying? Why should I always? Would that be better? Would you like that? Would that make you feel good? Should I do that? Yes, it's so easy. It's like the easiest thing in the world. If I ask my son, I say, why don't you do your homework? He goes, why don't I do my homework? Did you do my homework? No. Neither did I. Oh, stupid. That's all you do, guys. It's so easy. Ask them the same question right back in an emotionally stable tone. Everybody say emotionally stable. Emotionally stable. How many of you guys agree with me that most people are out of control mentally? Yes. So you have to connect with them. You can't be crazy too. Because you guys, misery loves company. Well, craziness hates to lose company. Do you guys see that? So you got to bring crazy down a little bit. It's easy, man. Just ask them the same question back in a low tone. It's easy. It's almost impossible not to. Okay, here you guys go. Get inside what people are saying. Everybody do this. Everybody repeat after me. Wow. Wow. Really? No way. Seriously. That happened? To you? I knew it. Whoa. Then what? I knew it. That's it right there. You got to learn how to do this. Give them spoken feedback. They get fired up. Here it is, you guys. This is magical. Okay? Use encouraging body language. Give physical feedback. I'm going to go over a couple right here. I need you to, guys, this is a tough one. You guys ready for this? Okay, everybody, I need your eyes on this one. This is it. I can tell you guys, I can look through the audience and tell you right now who gets it and who doesn't. I like to go to nice restaurants and just look at people. And I can tell you it's not going well there. See somebody on a date and the guy's like, I'm like, dude, you're mad dogging this poor girl right here. What are you doing, dude? What are you thinking, bro? You got rocks in your brain. Words versus tones, okay? It's not what you say, but it's how you what? Like if I go up to Ryan and say, Ryan, I like you. That's a compliment. Do you guys see that? It's not what you say, but it's how you what? You guys see that? So it's kind of a no-brainer. Look at this one, influential language patterns. Okay? Brand what you want to have happen. Brand what you want to have happen. Let me give you an example. You guys remember that slogan that said, did someone say McDonald's? You guys remember that? This was like 5 years ago. You guys were too young for this. This is before your time. This was last week. You guys know what Coca-Cola, you guys know Pepsi, right? You guys know the Pepsi slogan? Is Pepsi okay? That's their new slogan, guys. What you want to do is, guess what? You want to brand stuff. What are you branding? When most of you, when you talk, here's the things you brand. Not a good one. Or yeah, like. You guys see what I'm saying? What you want to brand is what you want to have happen, not what you don't want to have happen. I'll train you guys more about that when you get to silver. This is the most hardest thing for you guys to learn right now, but it's going to be something that most of you don't even know. 90% of you guys in this room don't know what this is, so it's going to be something that's going to really open up your mind a little bit. But follow me on this, okay? You got to speak people's language. Speak people's language, okay? Identify and match their sensory preferences. Everybody in this room is, guess what? Has sensory preferences. Some of you right now, you're visual people. Some of you right now are kinesthetic people, and some of you right now are auditory people. So you have to, when you talk to somebody, guess what? Find out what their sensory preference is. And once you find out what their sensory preference is, guess what you want to do? You want to talk their language. If someone's talking Chinese and you're speaking another language, are you guys going to have a very effective communication and conversation? Usually not. If someone speaks English and you're speaking Korean, is it going to usually work out too well? Usually it's not the best conversation. Would you guys agree with that? Here's what I can tell you though. When you match their sensory preferences, you're going to connect to them like this, and you're going to get instant rapport. So people say certain words. These are called visual people. The first group is called visual people. They say things like watch, see, look, bright, clear, picture, foggy, view, right? They say things like hazy and eyeful, short-sighted, sight for sore eyes. They say things like naked eye, paint a picture, bird's eye view, tunnel vision, take a peek. These are buzzwords by what? By visual people. So whenever you're talking to a visual person, guess what you want to say? Visual words. Like if I say to somebody, if someone says, do you follow me? And I say, I can see where you're coming from. That does not connect. If someone says, you follow me, I say, man, I'm with you, 100%. If someone says, you see where I'm coming from? Man, I see clearly. You talk to their language, dude. Well, however they talk's how you talk. You don't talk the different language. Somebody's talking Chinese and you're over here speaking a different dialect. You're speaking Chuchao and they're speaking Mandarin. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? This is called audio people. Okay? Auditory listener. Okay? These are some of the buzzwords that they say. Hear, tell, sound, resonate, listen, silence, squeak, hush, roar, melody, make music, harmonize, tune in, tune out, ring a bell, quiet as a mouse, clear as a bell, give me your ear, loud and clear. That sounds about right. That rings a bell. When you're talking to these types of people, guess what you do? You talk their language. Sounds good? Does that sound good? That sounds great. Whatever they're talking is how you're what? These are, guys, understand, there's 5 senses, yes or no? Yes. One's visual, yes or no? Yes. One's auditory, yes or no? Yes. One's kinesthetic, the way that you touch, yes or no? Yes. One's taste, would you guys agree with that? And one's smell, yes or no? Yes. So guess what you do? Most people, man, it smells like money. I mean, very rarely do people make decisions based upon their smell. Would you guys agree in taste? Man, I taste, that sounds so good, I can taste the success. I mean, it's kind of like, doesn't make any sense. So the 3 that they make decisions with are what? Are visual, auditory, and guess what? Kinesthetic. So talk their language. Okay, here's another one. These are kinesthetic people. Okay, this is in the book called How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less. Grasp, feel, hard, unfeeling, concentrate, solid, touch, get a hold of, catch on, tap into, heated argument, pull some strings, hand in hand, hang in there, that feels right, smooth operator, sharp as a tack, pull some strings. These are called what? Kinesthetic. So when you're talking to people, guess what you want to do? Talk their language. It takes a level of awareness, but follow me on this, you guys. Look, listen, watch. Listen, guys, look, watch. Follow me. Do you guys see that? You guys with me? Listen, guys, listen. You guys see that? You guys catch what I'm saying? Yeah, you got my drift, huh? Somebody did. Here it is, you guys. This is called Connecting is More Than a Skill. And then I'm going to bring Julian Doan up to talk about promoting events. Communication is all openness, okay, of finding commonality with others. The word communication comes from the Latin word communis, okay, which meaning is common. Okay, I don't know, communis, I don't know, I don't speak Latin, but that's the deal. So what does that mean? They're talking about common ground. Communis meaning common ground. So communicating comes from the word common ground. So if you're communicating with people, you need to be connecting with them because connecting is finding common what? You guys got it, okay, good. Here it is, guys. This is it. Number 2, connecting 101. You need to have interest in other person. So you need to have an interest in the other person. Place value on that person. Put his or her interest ahead of your own. Follow me on this, guys. And express gratitude to and for that person. This is how you connect with them. You basically respect them. If you have respect for people, guess what you're going to do? You're going to connect with them. But if you don't have respect for them, you're not. Just get excited about people. Value them, man. Value people. Get intrigued and interested in finding out about people. What you do is you collect information. This is it, man. This is how you make a fortune, guys, in this business. Okay, here it is. Kill any type of sexual energy. Okay, if you're talking to somebody, right? If a girl's talking to a guy or a guy's talking to a girl, you want to always kill the sexual energy. So you talk about a significant other. Some of you right now, you're single. Doesn't matter. Talk about a significant other anyways. Why? Because guess what? You'll kill that. Because the last thing you want to be doing is talking to somebody, trying to get them involved in your business. And guess what? They think you're trying to date them. So how do you kill that right away? Is you talk about a significant other. That's the secret. Why? Because you don't want to, you don't want to connect those two. Mainly when you become a leader, guys. When you become a leader, you live in a fishbowl. Do you guys see that? I'm telling you guys right now, there's other companies that are out there that I know the owners of the companies, and I know there's leaders in this room right now that didn't join those companies because the owners of those companies are bad people. And they don't know how to do this. So you want to realize that, guess what? You never want to, you want to always just get away from that situation and always kill it right away when you're talking to somebody. Okay? Always do that, all right? And that's how you connect with people, by talking to them. If you want to recruit a lot of people, how many of you guys want to recruit a lot of people? If you do, say aye. Aye. How do you do that? It's simply by doing what? Is getting interested in them. That's the deal, man. This is so valuable right here. This is probably the most valuable thing that I've ever heard in my life. Be first at connecting. Always be the first. Take initiative. Meaning what? At a social or networking event like this, hang on a second, 75% of the time, talk to new people that you don't know yet. Raise your hand if there's people in this room that you don't know. And those are the people you want to talk to then. Think, guys, if you don't know somebody in this room, go talk to those people, okay? That's who you want to talk to all the time. Meet people, man. That's the deal, okay? Always ask questions, okay? Ask questions draws people towards you. Stop talking and start asking. Stop talking and start what? That's the secret, okay? Stop talking and start asking. Next thing is simply this. Okay, be over the top outgoing. You want to be over the top outgoing, okay? You want to be over the top outgoing. Just go out there and meet people, man. Meet everybody you possibly can. Just get out of control on meeting people. Everywhere you go, stop and talk to people. Get out of your world and get into theirs. A lot of you guys right now, all you're doing is you're so concerned about everything that's going on in your life that you're not focusing in on other people. And that's the reason why you have those concerns. You guys just go out there and get excited and meet people. But make friends with them, not to recruit them in the business, just to make friends with them, and automatically they're going to want to get involved in your business, okay? Anywhere. Okay, these are in your notes, okay? Everybody help me out and repeat after me. Where are you from? I've never been, if they're going to answer, I'm from blah, 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 blah. You say, I've never been there. Okay, what's it like? How did you end up here? These are called what? Questions, okay? If you're on a plane, okay, and say you're going on a plane to Phoenix, you say, how long are you going to be in Phoenix? Everybody help me out. How long are you going to be in Phoenix? Where are you from? Okay, have you always lived there? These are questions that are going to open people up. Everybody say open. This is the secret to making a fortune, guys. This is in your notes, right? At a convention, okay? So where are you from? Everybody repeat after me. So where are you from? Get good at asking that question, guys. Get good at asking the question, where are you from? Everybody say, where are you from? Some of you guys have really got to get good at this. There's about 30% of you that are still struggling with it right now. Okay? So, where are you from? You guys got it. Oh, man. Give yourselves a round of applause on that. You guys are killing it. What trainer's really grabbed you so far? All right, that one's tough. We'll worry about that one next time. If you're at school or a school function, what's your major? Okay, how do you like your teacher? Okay, or if you're a kid's school, you say, how does your child like this school so far? Whatever it is, okay? Here it is, you guys. Be over the top, out what? Outgoing. Everybody help me out and say outgoing. Everybody help me out and say outgoing. You guys are champions, okay? This training, you guys, it's all about you, but guess what? Here's the commitment that you've got to make. How many of you guys got one of those CDs earlier? Raise your hands. Okay, what I'm going to challenge you to do right now, and I know that probably only 80% of you will do this. 20% of you don't have a backbone to do this. I'm telling you guys, 20% of you don't have a big enough backbone to do this. You don't have enough desire. But I'm going to challenge you between now and the next convention, which is coming up, you guys, October 26th. I'm challenging you to put that CD in your car and don't take it out only listen to it between now and then. I'm telling you guys right now, I guarantee you right now, 80% of you guys will do it. Only 20% of you guys are too weak. You're not strong enough. But I guarantee you guys, the ones that do, those are going to be the ones that are going to make the big money.
Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky.